These are the greatest sitcoms, dramas, and thrillers that have ever aired on CBS. The network currently airs every kind of show imaginable, from the procedural Boston Blue to the popular comedy Ghosts, but not every show is a home run with memorable episodes and interesting characters. From some of the earliest family sitcoms to procedurals about characters solving cases each week, along with an influential thriller about a standout detective, these CBS shows can still be considered excellent. When we reflect on the network's amazing history, these shows definitely stand out. Good Times, 1974 to 1979. The Maude spin-off Good Times was an early comedy focusing on black characters, and it features heartfelt and serious storylines about James, John Amos, and Florida Evans, Esther Roll, along with their kids. Everything from financial anxieties and hopes for new jobs to school troubles is explored, and while the subject matter can be sad and tough to watch, it's heartwarming to see how much the family loves each other. Unfortunately, despite Good Times' high quality, the sitcom isn't mentioned all that often these days. All in the Family, 1971 to 1979. Maude and Good Times are actually spin-offs of the iconic All in the Family, starring Carol O'Connor as the iconic harsh sitcom character Archie Bunker. Archie isn't tolerant of most people, which makes him tough to watch today, but it was part of his character arc. Sally Struthers starred on the series in one of her earliest roles as the daughter of Archie and Edith, Jean Stapleton, who's much nicer than he is. Archie's off-putting personality makes this a rough rewatch, but we can't forget its influence on CBS and TV in general. The Bob Newhart Show, 1972 to 1978. One of the many CBS sitcoms named after its main actor, The Bob Newhart Show is a memorable look at therapist Bob Hartley, with episodes focusing on the people he helps and also his family. It remains a significant part of CBS comedy history, but some storylines, like Bob dieting and calling himself fat, don't land as well today. The show's depiction of mental health struggles also leaves something to be desired. Matlock, 1986 to 1995. Andy Griffith's iconic performance as Ben Matlock, a unique lawyer, has gone down as one of the best in TV history, and he's so much fun to watch because he has such a passionate approach to the law. He's also full of quirks, such as his love of hot dogs. Other excellent legal drama shows, like Law and Order and Suits, have become more popular in the years since Matlock ended. However, the reboot starring Kathy Bates is also fantastic, and might be even better and more compelling than the original. Designing Women, 1986 to 1993. The popular sitcom has an incredible cast, including Annie Potts, Jean Smart, and Delta Burke, and it treats its smart and ambitious characters with respect. It's fun watching the highs and lows of working at Sugarbaker and Associates, an interior design company, which is where the memorable title Designing Women comes from. Other, more recent shows have explored work and personal problems, but Designing Women was one of the earliest ones to do so. Magnum P.I., 1980 to 1988. The star vehicle for Tom Selleck is a fantastic crime drama, and one of the earliest shows to explore this popular genre. Since the main character, Thomas Magnum, lives in Hawaii, that warm weather setting sets it apart from more recent series that are set in big cities. Magnum P.I. aired for 8 great seasons and delivered consistently entertaining and adventure-packed episodes. It's not referenced that much these days, but it was a big deal when it aired and remains one of the most exciting CBS series. Criminal Minds, 2005 to 2020, 2022 present. Although its disturbing premise doesn't work for every viewer, Criminal Minds is one of the most beloved CBS shows, and many have been entertained by its smart characters and scary cases for several decades. The series is still going strong, with the reboot Criminal Minds, Evolution focusing on serial killer Elias Voigt, Zach Gilford. CSI, 2000 to 2015. CSI is a great example of how a series can perfect the case of the week format. Many find comfort in tuning into a procedural every week where the same ambitious characters solve crimes, and we could rely on CSI to always deliver shocking storylines. It's not the most popular CBS procedural, and like Criminal Minds, its dark subject matter might not appeal to everyone. But its 15-year run and amazing ratings can't be forgotten about. The Dick Van Dyke Show, 1961 to 1966. Before the incredible The Mary Tyler Moore Show, the talented actress starred on The Dick Van Dyke Show alongside the main actor, and the sitcom hilariously follows the Alan Brady Show writer Rob Petrie. Although Moore played a wife and mother instead of the strong career woman she would become famous for, she stood out, and it's no wonder she got her own show a few years later. The Dick Van Dyke Show is still referenced often, and it's one of creator Carl Reiner's best projects. Reiner also played the beloved and hilarious Alan Brady. The Good Wife, 2009 to 2016. CBS proved it was a worthy place to find an excellent legal drama when The Good Wife premiered. The series has all-star talent like Juliana Margulies, Christine Baranski, and Alan Cumming, and is a moving story about Alicia Florrick going back to the law after leaving her career to raise her children. Although other CBS shows are talked about more often, The Good Wife's success is still impressive, and it aired for 7 great seasons. The main strike against it is its flawed series finale, which many saw as a disappointment. The rest of the show is a smart and wild ride, though.